Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's David J. Burney.
My name is Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Oh, man, you look sharp today. You got your hair all pulled back and, well, not pulled back. It's not long enough pulled back, but brushed back with the goop in it. And your
no goop
shirt
today. There's no goop in my hair.
There must be some left from yesterday.
No, there's nothing. No, I wash my hair every day.
Every day?
Yes.
It's not good for your hair.
Okay, well, too bad. My hair doesn't look very good if it ain't washed. It's uncontrollable.
I was just ready to compliment you, but you're being a little negative.
Okay. I'm sorry. That was not right. That was not right of me. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words.
Well, sure.
To start, thank you.
Anything for you, neighbor.
Thanks.
Oh, let's see here. Oh, I would like to, at this time, be very, very serious.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if you heard the story that Gavin Higgins posted. He was actually at a house fire yesterday here in Broken Bow. And it's an amazing story. And it shows you, we talk about it every once in a while here, that kind of throw the phrase he or she's a hero around pretty easily these days. But when an event happens where somebody really steps up and is a hero, it's really amazing. And yesterday, Sergeant Shane Fiorelli was the first on the scene to the house fire. And the story, well, you can look at it on Sandoz Express as well. Sergeant Fiorelli thought, because of the mother believed that the children were still in the house.
Oh, my.
When she got home from work, and the garage caught on fire and then the house. And Sergeant Fiorelli dived through the window of the house that was in flame to try to find the kids without a second thought. And fortunately, the kids were down the street and were not in the house, but the mother believed they were. And so Shane jumped in the house, didn't have all the fire equipment yet or anything. He just jumped in, the way I understand it, to try to find the kids. They were not there, which is wonderful. He did, I think, gather up a dog. So you have a hero in your town. You have a hero in your county.
But he's okay.
He went in to the hospital to be checked out, but it sounded like he was okay.
Okay.
Possible smoke, too much smoke. But take our hats off to a real hero here in central Nebraska. That was just amazing. Put his life on the line, going to save some others with not knowing they weren't in there. Mm-hmm. Fortunately, they were not. If they were, there would have been a very good chance he would have gotten them out because he went in so quickly. He was first on the scene, and he did not hesitate. So there you have a hero. When you get a chance, send a card or give him a call. Thank him for doing what a lot of us may or may not have been able to do. So that's a real hero story there. We'll continue at this time with birthdays.
Okay.
It's Jalene Cooksley's birthday today.
Happy birthday.
And I didn't get things printed off, which might be good. It might teach me not to print out paper every day to compare, because I got it on my smartphone right here.
Yeah.
You can see it.
I know.
Did I tell you look sharp today?
You did. Thank you very much.
Sure. Let's see, if you have a birthday today and you're listening, you're sharing your birthday with classic rock drummer for the band The Doors, John Densmore. Also celebrating, John, by the way, 77. Woody Allen is 86 today.
Wow.
Yep. Writer, a lot of different movies, and somewhat controversial towards the end of his career. Let's see here. I had one more. Oh, yes. Bette Midler is 76 today. Of course, she got her start with Fiddler on the Roof, and she went to the roof with her career. Did a lot of shows for the military and string of movie hits. So you're sharing a birthday with those folks and others. You sure you didn't put goop in your hair?
No, I did not.
It really looks good.
No, I did not.
I mean, you got it swooped back like this. I'd call it swoopy.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Sure.
Very nice of you. Although I would like to say, I comb my hair the same every single day.
Well, it doesn't look the same. That's a great job. You must have given it extra.
I need a haircut.
Oh, no, it's starting to look good.
No, I need a haircut.
Okay. Today, we'll be going to Callaway. And we're going to be broadcasting from Callaway because they are inviting you to come and enjoy Callaway's old-fashioned Christmas tonight. What better weather could you ask for?
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be beautiful. Callaway's a beautiful community, and they're just good people there. They'd love to have as many people come from wherever you're listening from and enjoy Callaway's old-fashioned Christmas tonight. Now, they usually have some sales and different things along with that on the retail side during the day, and sometimes I think we'll find out more details. They'll have some offerings in the evening, but they have things like cider and caroling, and a lot of times they'll have rides on the
hay rack,
or I don't know if it's on a fire truck, but we'll find out.
Okay,
all the details. I think we're going to the bank.
Okay.
Well, did you want me to see if I can get you a loan while I'm there? Because
I think I'm good.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
You still go over to church over there?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We need to get back over there. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, if that's the case, then they know you there. I don't know what the chances of me getting you a loan if they're familiar.
Oh.
But I'll ask.
Okay. Well, thank you, Dave.
Sure.
Appreciate that.
Hey, don't forget about the light decorating contest. We have only a few days to get folks entered for a chance to win $150 in chamber bucks. And now Andy, who doesn't monkey around, added $200. Yeah, $200 to the pot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, in cash.
Cash. So if you win, you'll get $150 in chamber bucks and $50 in cash.
Nice.
There'll be 2 businesses and 2 homes who are awarded those goodies, those funds. And you just need to get yourself entered. You can do that by sending a picture and the address. Let me find that. This is the email to the Broken Bow Chamber. The email, you send your picture and address to, I'm looking right at it, I know I am. Oh, there it is, info@brokenbow-ne.com in lowercase.
Mm-hmm.
So do that if you'd like, because you have a chance to win. Plus, you get a brag. Hey, we won the 2021 contest for lighting our house up and our trees. And,
yeah.
And if you have an outhouse, you could put some lights on it.
Sure. You look like you're contemplating again.
Well, I have to admit, I'm still thinking about Santa Claus's wife when she was young. But, I can't get over that.
Okay.
I wonder what she looked like.
I don't know.
I'm thinking she was hot. What's today?
What is today?
Tuesday.
Today is Wednesday, December the 1st, the very first day of the month.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
So let me just get you...
the first Wednesday of December.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, Sunday.
Yes.
We met with the girls yesterday, Betsy Smith and Christy Wells.
Yes, of the United Methodist Church. They have a special event coming up Sunday.
They do. Music at the United Methodist Church. You can have hors d'oeuvres at 5.
Okay.
And they said they're going to have some fancy ones. I don't know if they're going to have those little hot dogs there or not. That sounds like it's above that.
Can I just say something really quick?
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you for the way you have handled hors d'oeuvres.
Oh.
You've announced it and pronounced it well, because sometimes you'll say horsty-overs.
I know. I don't really care to do that, but
so I'm proud of you. Good job.
Thank you.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres at 5.
Mm-hmm.
Performances start at 6. They'll have the choir, Sunday school choir, bell choir, soloists. It's going to be quite a musical show. And they'll take a free will offering to help. They had to replace their HVAC system for the church, and that's a pretty big church.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll use the money. If you'd like to leave some, it's up to you.
Yep.
Upcoming blood drives, Tuesday, December 7th in Callaway at the Community Center, 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. And if you'd like to call ahead, you can call Carol or Burton Willis for information. Let me give you the number, 308-836-2322. And also an upcoming blood drive right here in Broken Bow, Nebraska on Tuesday, December 7th. Is that Pearl Harbor Day? I think maybe it is.
Could be.
I believe so.
I don't know.
Well, that's at the Broken Bow Municipal Building from 8:30 until 2:30. Oh, wait, I'm off a day. Upcoming blood drive in Callaway on the 7th at the Community Center.
Okay.
And Wednesday, December 8th in Broken Bow.
Okay.
8:30 to 2:30 at the Municipal Building. So you've got back-to-back blood drives, December 7th and 8th, Callaway, Broken Bow. We might talk about that over in Callaway today.
Okay.
I wonder if Cuddly Ken gives blood.
I bet he does. Wouldn't surprise me.
Wouldn't surprise me either. Bet a lot of people like to have his blood.
Yeah, sure.
If you get a chance and you need a transfusion, ask for Cuddly Ken's blood. It'll make you more warm and friendly.
Will he be around today?
I don't know.
Give you a hug.
He's kind of retired.
Yeah, I knew that.
I don't know how. I know he was planning on doing some mission trips and different things. That was what his goal was. But I don't know with all this COVID stuff if he's got to go to a lot of those.
Yeah.
So we'll ask when we're there. Is Cuddly Ken still in town?
All right.
Is he giving blood? If he is, could I get on the list for his blood? What do you want to do next?
I don't know. You want to play the game? We got to do that.
Sure.
Okay. We're asking questions about pies.
Oh, and I have information about pies to go along with that.
Oh, you do? Would
Yeah.
you like to share that now or later?
Well, let me see if I can find it.
Oh, okay. Well, while you're looking for your information, I will ask the question. What common dairy product is used to give custard pies their consistency?
Oh.
What common dairy product is used to give, custard pies their consistency? Your choices are milk, eggs, yogurt, or cheese. What common dairy product is used to give custard pies their consistency? Milk, eggs, yogurt, or cheese? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
I'm thinking Velveeta, but
Ugh.
872-2801. What gives those wonderful pies the consistency, right?
Yes, custard pies.
Oh, custard. Specifically custard.
Yes, it says custard pies.
Is that in honor of General Custard?
I don't believe so, but thanks for asking.
Sure. 872-2801.
Marcus is giving a holiday gift to himself?
Yeah, I was a really good boy this year.
Oh, good for you.
I got $50 of Runza gift cards to give to my friends and got a $10 gift card for myself.
Well, sometimes it's better to give and receive.
Right? I made a list, checked it twice.
And the list said Marcus?
List said Marcus.
'Tis the season. Buy $50 of Runza gift cards and get a $10 gift card free. Because Runza makes it all better.
Remember, today is Pigs in a Blanket Day.
You know, I actually thought this pie subject would be a hot one, that people would call in on, but it's been kind of low key so far. What's the answer to the George custard pie?
The answer is eggs.
Eggs.
Eggs. That is the common dairy product used to give custard pies their consistency.
This is National Pie Day.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's a great week for these questions then.
Pie was invented more than 8,000 years ago.
Okay.
Every year, grocery stores sell more than 186 million pies.
Ooh.
Yes. Lord Dudley Hotel in Australia sells the most expensive pie.
Ooh, does it give a price?
Yes.
How much?
Nearly $10,000.
Whoa!
Yeah.
For a pie?
Yeah. It's filled with beef, lobster,
Ugh.
black truffles, and the crust is made with 24-karat gold leaves. Now, that's a fancy pie.
Yeah.
Wow.
What was in it again?
Let's see here.
Beef and
Yeah.
lobster?
Yeah, lobster and beef, truffles, and the crust is made with 24-karat gold leaves. National Pie Day. And National Christmas Lights Day, which, again, goes along with our get your entries in, because
Yes,
this is
light it up.
says you're now safe to put them up. Electric Christmas lights were invented back in 1882 by a guy named Edward Johnson, who was an associate of Thomas Edison. He was the first guy to put electric Christmas lights on his tree. Before that, everyone used candles, which is one of the reasons why the average lifespan was 40 back then.
Yeah.
Didn't make a lot of sense to put candles on a dry Christmas tree.
No, I don't think that would be a wise thing to do.
Very important day in our history, Rosa Parks Day, honoring the civil rights hero. On this day in 1955, she refused to give up her seat to a white passenger while riding a bus in Montgomery, Alabama. Park was fined $10, but her actions helped kick off an epic civil rights movement in America, and that fight continues on. Enter to win. Chamber bucks.
Good.
Go out and shop. I'm thinking a lot of our communities have something just like Broken Bows. In fact, I know they do. So whatever community you're in, when you get out there, you can probably have a chance to win some sort of prize from your chamber or your community groups. Here in Broken Bow, we've had them around for a long time. They're called Chamber Bucks. And when you do your shopping, you can register. You'll want to put your name, phone number, and also the amount of the purchase. And winners will be announced on the Chamber of Commerce Public Affairs radio program right here on KCNI, December 10th, 17th, and 24th. Get out there and shop, and you'll have a chance to win some money back.
Yeah.
The minimum, by the way, is $20 that you could win. Maximum is $100. Okay. I don't know what it is today. Are you okay? Are you in
fine.
sync, man?
Yes, I'm fine. What,
Okay.
do I not look
Well,
okay?
you look so sharp. I think you're just sitting there like a pheasant under the...
because I look sharp, you don't think I look okay.
Well, you seem distracted.
Thanks for that.
I think you're like a pheasant in the sunshine early morning.
Oh?
When you get on the sunny side of a windbreak and you just sit there and kind of soak it in because you're looking so sharp.
Well, thank you, Dave. Thank you.
My pleasure. We'll take a time out. We'll continue with these words.
This holiday season, the place to be is Sargent. 6 weeks of Jolly Jingle savings are underway. Don't miss out. Make sure you check out the Sargent Chamber of Commerce Facebook page to keep up with what businesses are doing for their open houses each week. Even better, head to Sargent yourself and use those Jolly Jingle coupon books and enter to win a prize of Chamber Bucks. The grand prize is 250 Chamber Bucks. Jingle your way to Sargent for Jolly Jingle savings going on right now.
For those 62 years of age and for those that are handicapped or disabled regardless of their age, the Grand Generation Manor in Callaway has affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Callaway. the Grand Generation Manor.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
And action! It's Dave and Brent getting the action started on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Okay, I got to tell you the truth. I'm a little worried.
Okay. About?
Well, my lovely wife, Joan, and I are going to be going to Chicago to see our oldest son.
Good.
And we haven't been out there for, Joan will correct me here, but at least 2 years, maybe 3 years since we've been out to be able to visit with COVID and all of this stuff. Chris has been back once or twice in that period of time to see us here, which helps. But we're going to head out. We're going to be gone. And it just happened to hit during the time that the Custer County Foundation Gala is going to be held.
Yes.
On the 13th. Is it the 13th?
No, I don't
that's
think.
not right.
I think it's the 11th.
The 11th.
We're for the gala.
Yeah, we're coming back on the 13th.
Okay.
So we won't be here.
Okay.
And it's been kind of something that we've went to for a long, long time and always try to conduct ourselves with dignity.
That's what I've heard. Yes.
And
dignity would be one word to describe it.
And avoid being a spectacle at the event.
Yes.
Trying just to be there to support and in a very dignified way try to encourage people to bid on the auction items, whether it be silent or the live auction.
Mm-hmm.
That gentleman, Jim Everly, usually does the auctioneering on that, does a great job.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried because Joan and I won't be there. And I'm afraid, well, Shannon, for instance, she can get a little wild.
Oh, boy.
Jeremy is going to do the bidding.
Okay, so he's the one in charge as far as bidding on items.
Yeah, he's got the credit card.
Oh, wow.
So I just... Brent, I know you're kind of a stable, semi-conservative, middle-of-the-road guy.
Oh, well, okay. I'll take that as a compliment.
It is. Would you just kind of maybe before the event, at the staff meeting before, just kind of explain to them that we've set a precedent here. We've always tried to just quietly take part in the event.
Sure.
And encourage people to bid in a very proper manner.
Okay.
Would you do that for me?
I would love to, Dave.
Okay.
Yes.
Because
I will try to encourage everyone to be on their best behavior.
Okay. Because I don't.
Because I'm going to tell them, I'm going to say, listen, you're representing KCNI KBBN Radio.
That's right.
And you need to remember that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
because I know you take that very seriously when you attend the gala.
I always have.
You're just like, hey, listen, I am representing KCNI KBBN Radio. I need to be professional.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be on my best behavior.
Yeah.
And I will try to make sure that message is passed along to the rest of the staff who may be attending the gala on
that
December
would be great.
the 11th.
And I've always, I guess, probably a little, just anything a little bit over the edge. I usually try to get our call letters in somehow.
Okay. All right. And I will try to make sure that I'll try to emphasize, and when you can, use it as a promotional opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of sneak it in.
All right. Sounds good.
Guess who just snuck in?
I did. Very late. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. Trish, how are you?
I'm good.
Trish is here, and she, of course, is the expert in almost the world, but certainly here in Nebraska for improving your windows at your home or your business. And you can actually look out and not be seen in the house.
I know.
Trish can take care of that for you at Designs of Distinction right here in Broken Bow, Nebraska.
I know, except I was driving in like a a fiend, but I did stay at the speed limit. Yeah, the conversation about the gala, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, it will be. And I know that the crew here will represent KCNI KBN with dignity.
Oh,
and be
the
gentlemen.
utmost.
Yes.
The utmost.
Because there's no better example of how to behave at the gala than David J. Burney. He has set the standard.
He has.
I appreciate
the bar
that so
is
much.
very high.
Thanks, guys. That gives me confidence that it's going to go off without a hitch. I don't want to embarrass Lindsay at all, as she and the crew works to make this another wonderful event.
Oh, no, it's great. It's such a good event. There's just so many good events going on this time of year. And, then you've got Children's Christmas Fun.
Yep.
That's
Yes,
going to
that's
be
going
on the same day. So it's a crazy day. That Saturday is going to be just a little crazy for a lot of people.
Yeah. The bells are starting to ring, and we're getting into the
Salvation
Christmas.
Army is out there. Yeah, it's and we're home. Goodness, we are all done in our 3-week journey that we had in Lincoln with
good.
all of our training and
Good.
doing all that great stuff. It's amazing what you can do at home medically. That's,
And things that-
dialysis is a little scary.
Oh, man, I would think.
Uh,
Yeah.
The machine is more overwhelming, I think, than me stabbing needles in.
Spence.
Poor Spence.
Oh, well, is
But
he doing all right?
He is doing okay.
Good.
We're on our own at home, so things are getting back to a quasi-normal again. So
Good.
thanks everybody for dealing with everything with me. But while we would be home over the weekend, so I would get a bunch of things installed. But it was kind of cool because things worked really well. And the last couple days before Thanksgiving, a bunch of shades came in. So last weekend, I was out putting shades in all over Nebraska, pretty much.
Good. So you were able to kind of get what you really needed to get done. Well, that's good.
Yep, everything came in. It was the timing couldn't have been any better. So it worked really well. So so we're home again, and I'm here. If I can help anybody, just give me a call.
Okay. Well, now we are less than a month away from Christmas. So I wonder if somebody out there is thinking, that those kitchen shades need replaced. Is there still time, or just getting the product, I think, would be the question. Maybe.
Well, and that's part of it. But the two companies, the one out of Indiana and the one out of Nevada, they've doubled their production crews, and I got some things in that I didn't even think I'd get in before Christmas have already come in, and they're already installed. So,
good.
I've just been real impressed with everything. I guess the supply chain has started to get caught up again. So.
Now, Trish, that Brent is in our neighborhood now.
I heard something about
He
that.
lives catty corner across
And
from
Dave-
us.
Wow.
Speaking of promoting
You
things, Dave has
are-
been promoting that very heavily.
Do you think, would you mind stopping by Brent and Shelley's place and getting in their house and just saying, here's what I can do for you, and make sure that they can't see over to our place?
Oh, well, I think that would depend on Brent and Shelley.
Trust, we've already made sure that we can't look over at Dave's place, or more importantly, he can't look over into us.
I wouldn't even consider it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, ever. But, yeah, it's a pretty cool little neighborhood.
It is. But actually, what I would having a little fun with, privacy can work both ways.
Oh,
and that's
absolutely.
what you can do with your window, the shades and curtains and blinds and so forth. You can make it so you can see out, but people can't see in.
That's true. Yep, we can do that, and it depends on the brightness of the lights inside the house. How much you're really going to see, like with some of the solar shades. But I just put a shade up in a bathroom that kind of the view is beautiful, but kind of it's terraced down to the next house. So they had a beautiful bathroom put in, and they just needed that privacy in that one window, because she said when, the morning time, it just seemed like that's when she's in the bathroom is when everybody's heading to work. So it was, but it was
the
fun
lights
to get
on
that in.
and they're going by and they're in the dark. You're like, So this way she can still see out, or the family can. But
we put in a really nice 2-inch wood, really pretty color. It's kind of on that ebony, real dark brown, and so she can tilt it, still get some light in, and nobody can see her.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
Yep.
So I'd like to be able to work something out between Brent and I's place.
I'm pretty sure they've got it figured out, but if they need help, they know where to call.
We do. Now, one of the things that's amazed me is the way shades, and I've learned this from you, the way shades and drapes can accommodate the heating and the cooling of your home.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can put 3 layers of a spun polyester in a cellular shade. It's called a double cell, and put that on there. And it's the best star factor I can put on a window. So, and it's it really does make a difference.
Yeah.
And especially with heating and cooling. So it gives you that barrier that you might need. And we can make it room darkening too. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the nice thing, older houses are a little draftier, and around the windows and so forth, you can kind of at least take that chill off the window,
right.
If next to the living room couch or whatever. Also, it does reduce damages from the sun to the interior, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's amazing. I was in Thedford and put up pretty much a whole house worth of shades. They were all cellular. And we even did a 3-panel slider with cordless cellular shades. I'll get it out yet. And they were 86 inches long, and they were about 40 to 50 inches wide, but 3 panels. And it covered that whole slider unit. And when they're raised, they're above the woodwork. So you can still go in and out. And the drapes that were on there and the window treatments had faded so bad. And you didn't see it until you took them down, and you turned them over when she was balling them up and getting rid of everything. That's when she noticed. She's like, I didn't even know they were faded.
That bad.
Yeah. And it was, you just don't see it until it's such a gradual thing.
Yeah.
But that can happen to fabrics and hardwoods and, some of the older homes where it doesn't have that UV protection built into the hardwoods that we have today. And even some of those are still fading.
Yeah, and photographs certainly on the wall if you have one that gets sun every day.
Goodness. Yeah, pictures. I've seen pictures fade to almost nothing.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, so, folks, I think you can tell that Trish knows what she's doing. One of the things I think also we should highlight is that she will help you make your decisions. I think that's one of the things we've noticed working with you. You help make the decisions. You don't force people to make decisions.
Oh, no.
You have you come in and look at it at no charge, measure, and kind of give people an idea of what things are going to cost.
Yep.
Our experience has been that you've always been very close, if not right on the number that you quoted.
Oh, it's something would have to happen drastically for that number to change, because it's pretty much, it's computer generated. When I plug in the numbers, if something, is wrong, I'll know it before they even get ordered. Yeah. So I can make sure that that number doesn't change.
Okay.
So, and it includes installation.
Yeah, which is huge.
Yeah, I know. I used to be able to say and shipping, but the shipping has kind of creeped up there with these companies. It's the size requirements for like FedEx and UPS and all have changed. So something that used to fall into the normal parameters, any say 85 inches by, 4 by 4. Now all of a sudden that's considered an oversized, commodity, and we wind up paying a lot more for it. So it's just everybody figuring out where things belong as far as costs go. But
the best way to reach you is by your cell phone.
Is by cell phone. It's 308-870-3677, or flag me down.
Yeah, look for your rig. You got the sign on your vehicle there.
Yes, on the Suburban.
All right. Trish, thanks a lot. I think that we'll be, over a period of time, used to having Brent Apperson in our neighborhood.
Oh, I think we're good. Does he like cats? Have we talked about that?
Well, Willow's went over and visited him. He's not a real big cat lover. I don't know.
Yeah, Willow was there when we were moving in.
See, Willow,
checking on us.
She's beautiful.
She is a
beautiful
she's a super cat. I'm telling you, she's just something else.
She's the perfect cat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dave never came over and checked on us or offered to help as we were moving in, but Willow did. So I appreciated that.
Well,
you tried to give her a box to carry too, didn't you?
We sent a little scout out to check it out, but
she really had a monitor on her neck.
That wouldn't surprise me.
She can almost speak.
Really?
Yeah.
She is. Yes. She's perfect. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. The Supreme Court is about to hear arguments in a case that could pave the way for states to outlaw abortion. It involves Mississippi's tough restrictions. Loyola Law's Lori Levinson.
One of the things that is particularly notable is that it doesn't have any exceptions for rape or incest.
Police in Oxford County, Michigan say they've learned more about the gun used by the 15-year-old suspect in yesterday's school shooting that killed 3 fellow students. Sheriff Michael Bouchard.
Preliminary investigation revealed that the weapon used in the shooting was purchased on November 26th by the boy's father.
A Tucson, Arizona police officer has been fired after he was accused of shooting a shoplifting suspect in a wheelchair to death. Police Chief Chris Magnus.
His use of deadly force in this incident is a clear violation of department policy and directly contradicts multiple aspects of our use of force and training.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here is a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. The number of COVID-19 patients on ventilators in Omaha has hit a record level. The Douglas County Health Department said yesterday that of the current patients, 57 are on ventilators. That's the most ever reported on the county COVID-19 dashboard. A year ago, 47 patients were on ventilators. The number of ICU patients fell from 98 to 93, but up from 75 a week ago. Of those hospitalized with the coronavirus, 10 were pediatric COVID-19 patients. The health department also confirmed 533 new positive COVID-19 cases in the past day. One person is behind bars after a traffic stop in eastern Nebraska uncovered methamphetamine. The Butler County Sheriff's Office says it stopped a car driving along Highway 92 in Butler County last weekend. Authorities say a canine was deployed and indicated the presence of drugs. A search of the car turned up around 5 pounds of methamphetamine. A man was taken into custody and a juvenile passenger was taken from the scene. Health and Human Services was contacted shortly afterward. The scheduled trial for Brandon Long, charged with murdering a Beatrice man late last year, is off. The trial had been scheduled to begin with jury selection on Monday. Gage County Attorney Roger Harris says a hearing will be held Monday morning in Gage County District Court next week. Long was set to have a hearing at 4 p.m. on Tuesday on the state motion regarding admissibility of evidence. Long was charged with second-degree murder and use of a firearm to commit a felony in the shooting of Alex Rader outside of the home of Long and his fiancée in the overnight hours of late December as Rader stood outside the home. Investigators said Long had suspected Rader of having a relationship with his fiancée.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Brian Fenley.
From the NBA on Tuesday, the Suns extend their winning streak to 17 straight games after taking down the Warriors 104-96. Devin Booker left the contest in the second quarter because of an injury to his left hamstring. The Lakers overcome the Kings 117-92, and LA did this without LeBron James. He is in health and safety protocols. The Trailblazers best the Pistons 110-92. CJ McCollum busting out 28 points. The Nets overwhelmed the Knicks 112-110. James Johnson made 2 free throws late. And as far as the college football playoff conversation is concerned, the new rankings are out this week. Georgia owns the number 1 spot. No surprise there. Then right behind them is Michigan sliding in at number 2. Alabama owns the 3rd position, and Cincinnati, the Bearcats, from the American Athletic Conference, round out the top 4.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Look for sunny to partly cloudy skies for today, with highs working up into the upper 60s. West winds increasing to 15 to 20. Then for tonight, mostly clear skies, a low of 41. Quite warm on Thursday with highs in the mid-70s under lots of sunshine. And for your Friday, trending cooler but still sunny and dry weather conditions. We're back to a high of 57 degrees. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
This is CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger. Do you want to be a hero for the holidays? How about getting your loved one a new iPhone? That's right. Pure Talk has iPhone 12 starting at just $479 through the end of the year. And sure, they have 13s too. Switch to Pure Talk. Great nationwide 5G coverage. Yes, the same coverage as the big guys, but the average family saves over $800 a year. Now that's just smart. There's no need to overpay for Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile. Plus, with Pure Talk's 30-day risk-free guarantee, you've got nothing to lose. Unlimited talk, text, and 6 gigs of data is just $30 a month. And like I said, the iPhone 12, just $479. From your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say Jill50, and you'll save an additional 50% off your first month. Plus, save on a new phone. That's pound 250, say Jill50. Pure Talk is simply smarter wireless. Some restrictions apply. See site for details.
It's 8:11 and it's 26 degrees outside. Partly sunny, we'll call it at this time. Winds are not a factor so far. Barometric pressure slowly rising, now at 30.00. Humidity at 81%. High yesterday was 60, overnight low of 24. Sunset today at 5:10. You can go to bed about 6 o'clock. Should be good to go. It's going to be dark.
All right.
You want to stay up that long? Otherwise, you can go to bed at 5:30, Brent.
Okay.
I'll
thanks.
watch for your lights.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. Makes me so comfortable knowing you're watching from across the street.
I'll say, oh, geez, Joan, they went to bed early tonight. I actually can't tell. I don't know. I've not been in that house in the main area, but the lights don't bother us. Don't worry about it.
Okay, thanks, Dave. Yeah.
But I would suggest maybe this spring going and seeing Ryan at the garden center, getting yourself some trees going.
Okay.
For privacy.
Oh, all right.
We can do that.
Yeah, you take care of that? Wonderful.
You might just have to mess with him, turn your lights on at like 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, or flash them on and off.
Maybe we can develop a system. If we need help, we'll just do Morse code or something with the lights.
Do the Home Alone thing where you have the silhouettes going in the window.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, man, you're giving him too many good ideas. How's it going?
Oh, not too bad.
Good. We're on the first day of December. The garden center's geared up, got trees in, gift ideas. What do you want to talk about?
Our live cut Christmas trees.
Okay.
Got some of those in, and still have a few.
Okay.
So we're shorted a little bit on those this year, but got poinsettias in, Christmas cactus. We're rolling along with our containers, our fresh greens, and that sort of thing. So making a lot of those up this week. We had a little make and take event last weekend, and people come in and took advantage of that. So really if you have containers, that sort of thing that you want to do or you want us to do, just bring them in, and We have a bunch of them there to do, so if you want to do your own, you can do that too. So you don't have to wait for an event.
Okay. And when you say do it yourself, do you just do it right there in your store?
Yep.
Okay.
You can make the mess back there, and we'll clean it up for you.
That'd be nice.
So,
yeah. Okay. And just kind of help us imagine what maybe somebody would put together or what you guys are putting together.
So yeah, basically, we've gotten fresh greens in, a variety of fresh greens, like they'll take and cut spruce tips, and we have white pine, some cedar, not like our cedars around here, but noble fir tips, boxwood, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so you create this container of mixed greens, and you have the different texture and whatnot, and colors. Then you can add some bows, that sort of thing. Kind of makes it look festive.
Yeah, even some small ornaments or whatever you want to do to liven it up a little bit.
Yep.
Sounds nice. Sounds like it would smell good too.
Yep, it definitely does back there with the trees and the greens and whatnot. And so basically, you take those containers and you decorate your front porch or set them by your door or something like that. So
okay, all right. And you had a class. You just kind of had a gathering, a class, or a
make and take.
Yeah.
You bring stuff in, or you come in and make something, and we kind of show you how to do it, and how to get started and put it together, and then you can just take it from there. So
nice. That's really nice, because it'll be something that if they want to, they can make, but as you said, they can leave the mess behind.
Yep.
And some people don't have room or a garage or whatever. This way, they're going to be sheltered and comfortable. And
sure.
Yeah.
If you want to come in and get the stuff and take it home and do it, we sell it that way too. So
okay. All right. Okay. Good. A few trees left. And some gift ideas on the shelves?
Inside, of course, we have live plants or house plants, that sort of thing. We got some new air plants in a couple of weeks ago. Those work good in terrariums or, just to sit on a shelf in a house. So we have stuff like that. We have some decor items, that sort of thing inside. So, yep.
How's your the pot pot selection right now? I mean, you expanded that. Are you okay on the numbers on that?
We get stuff in when we can.
Okay.
Of course, they're on a kind of a slow boat from China.
Yeah.
Literally,
like everything. That's not just a saying.
Yeah.
A lot of pottery comes from, like Vietnamese and or the Taiwan and that stuff.
Asian market, yeah.
So a lot of that stuff is held up in ports and whatnot. And so when we can get that stuff, we usually, we have it out. But we have a fairly good selection right now, and of course all the potting soils and stuff to go with that too.
Yeah.
So,
well, the pottery department, you really made it. There was a lot there to start with, so if you can get a little in along the way, you still got a nice selection for people. And
Yep.
Good. Any questions? Do you think Brent looks especially nice today? I mean, his shirt and the way his hair's kind of combed back.
He looks great.
Oh, thank you, Ryan. Your trees, still various sizes, or what kind of do you have as far as size on the trees?
I think we have 3 to 4 foot. Those come with a stand, 5 to 6, and 6 to 7 foot.
Okay.
So a lot of the bigger ones, people have come in and snatched up. So I think we sold the last 9 to 10 footer last night. So
wow.
But we were a little short on those this year. They didn't. They claiming drought in 2012, 2013. So I think it takes about a foot per year on a Fraser fir.
Really?
Does it?
So the 5 to 6 ones, or the 5 to 6 foot trees that we have, I don't know, I think they look real nice. They're really full and whatnot. So, and the bigger ones, the 8 to 10 foot trees, they were really full as well. The 7 to 8s, they were a little bit thin. So I mean, the drought thing probably had enough to
affect them,
affect those. So,
well, that's a national story. I've heard on Brownfield and our other network that's kind of the story on it. There's lack of moisture and then trucking and all the different things that are affecting it too. So it's kind of a story across the country. So we're fortunate that you got some in and probably had to pull a few strings to get them. So we appreciate it.
Yeah, I kind of found out about it in August, I guess, and then the closer we got, started seeing other, national news stories come out about it. So,
you did what you had to do.
Yep.
I still believe strongly, Brent, good neighbor, that a gift certificate is a really good gift to give, because you don't always know what people want. Do they have do they have tools and different things that they need? Or do they want to maybe come in and do some spring shopping and buy some things for the garden and some flowers? And you just give it as a gift now, and they can use it as they see fit.
Really good idea for the holidays.
Yeah.
So, it's something people use, if they're a gardener or a plant person, or, like flowers or just anything. It's they can come in and get what they want, and that way it doesn't get pushed to the side or, something that they don't use. So, really good idea for the holidays, and we have those available. So
a lot of times, I don't know, you probably have seen this at the store, but a lot of times new neighbors, when they come into a community, the neighborhood, they'll bring over a gift certificate from like the garden center just to say we want, we're glad to be in the neighborhood, sort of thing.
Yeah, like the people that lived in the neighborhood take it over to the new person.
Yes, thank you. Yes. Yeah, that's kind of the way it usually works, doesn't it?
Welcome them to the neighborhood.
Yeah. Oh, well, we already had a cat do that, so I'm just expecting something coming back across the street, like a gift certificate from the garden center, because we had some trees trimmed this year that were over the garden and given it a little bit too much shade. So I'm pretty excited already to, get back into that.
Yep, going to be a difference there, I'm sure.
Yeah, a little more sun and kind of doing some things with the soil, and I'm already excited about next planting season, and you have to plan that far ahead to get your supplies, I'm sure.
Yeah, last July. So
last July.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Well, that makes planning a lot of fun, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
So that's coming. So a gift certificate, great idea.
What are your hours right now?
Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 5:30, and Saturdays we're open 10 to 2. So they got the street closed on the east side of us, down by where the new Dollar General's going in, so you got to come in from the west.
Okay.
So,
well, with the care facility out of the picture, that's a big open lot now. You can actually just pull through there and see your place from there.
Yeah. Yep.
It's not as kind of back out of the out of sight as it was. So just take that turn there by Subway, right?
Yeah, by Subway or Pizza Hut, Orscheln's. There's a couple drives down there.
Yeah, take you that way.
Yep.
Look for the windmill.
Big tall windmill. Yeah.
All right, Ryan. Anything else?
I think we got it.
Okay. If Brent or Shelley come in to get us a gift certificate, would you kind of give me a call, give me a heads up on that? I'd like to, because I don't want to come out and buy stuff that I'm going to be able to buy with that certificate later.
What? I don't do that.
Okay. Thank you.
Our business will stay between us.
Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Well, that's honorable, but I really was hoping you wouldn't, toe the line like that, Ryan. Hey, I know we'll probably talk to you before Christmas, but have a great remainder of the holiday season, and not only just in business, but with Liz and your family and friends. And
thank you.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Thank you so much. We'll take a time out. Right after these words, we'll get back to whatever's going to happen here.
Imagine this. You go to your mailbox only to find a check for big bucks. You're thinking, hey, this could be my lucky day. Well, if you get a check in the mail that you weren't expecting, it's probably not your lucky day. In fact, you're probably about to be the next victim of a scam. Did you know that scammers may not initially ask you for money, but instead they give you money? Asking you to deposit funds into your account is the first step of many financial scams. At Nebraska State Bank, we're here to help and protect when someone is trying to make you their next scam victim. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
At Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow, improving the quality of life of our residents is priority number one. We offer a unique assisted living lifestyle home for those suffering from Alzheimer's and dementia. When you add that to a safe and nurturing home-like environment, as well as staff that are specially trained in dementia care, providing 24 hours of loving support,
Ansley Lumber and Supply, Main Street, Ansley, or call 308-935-1815.
At Beaubouterie, we have items to keep you warm and cozy both indoors and outdoors. This week, we've marked 20% off slippers, wool caps, and wild rags. We have slippers that are fuzzy or wool lined, and some have grips on the bottom to keep you moving. Our wool caps have flaps to keep your ears warm, and silk wild rags are perfect to keep the wind off your neck. Available in plain or with design. Come and see all our wonderful gift ideas at Beaubouterie on the square in Broken Bow.
I wanted to take a moment here to thank Kristen Shirley for decorating the studio.
Yeah.
Looks very nice, Kristen. Thank you so much. I really get along with Kristen. She doesn't...
I still want to know, where did we get the lights, the chili pepper lights? Where did we get those? You have any idea?
They look like something Bob Bowles would.
Oh, yes.
You know, he liked the chili peppers.
Yeah.
But I don't know for sure.
Huh.
But
I like them. I like the chili pepper lights.
They look nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they scream Christmas.
They do, don't they, Paul?
They really do.
Yes.
We do have Mr. Paul Burney in the studio representing Custer Federal State Bank.
Good morning.
And we also have you on Facebook. And, a little hello from Roberta Olson, Bernie Olson. Says, good morning, brother.
Oh,
that's nice. It's Jolene's birthday today. Did you know
Happy
that?
birthday to Jolene. I did know that. I remembered that. I haven't texted her anything yet, but I did. Of course, when I saw the calendar and noticed it was December 1st, I knew then.
Our favorite story with Jolene, you've heard it 100 times, but
at least
the cousins would come over and stay with you guys, and it'd be bedtime, and everybody would go to bed except Jolene. And you'd look up on the staircase, and she'd be sitting up there peeking down at you. We'd have to take her to bed about 3 times before she finally stayed under the covers. But she's a good gal. Happy birthday, Jolene. Paul Burney, how you doing?
I'm great.
Hey, can I just say something right off the bat?
Sure.
Thank you for Custer Federal State Bank for being in the Festival of Lights Parade. Your float was wonderful, and I think others did too. I had a wonderful night at the Festival of Lights Parade. So thanks to you and all the businesses that took the time to put a float together and be involved in that.
Well, it was a team effort, and really there were a few people that really pushed that at the bank. And Allison Veldhuisen was the one at our bank that really was instrumental in organizing this and creating the float itself. And so you have to give credit where credit's due, and so we have to really thank Allison for all her hard work. There were others that helped, Becky and Kayla and Audra primarily, and Mr. Shin, of course, was in engineering and construction at the end of the project. But it took a group effort, but Allison was certainly at the forefront of that. So
it's good to have a point person, isn't it?
Yeah, and it was a great night. It was like Christmas in California. I mean, it was
Yes.
Yeah,
what,
it
50
was.
degrees.
Yeah, weather-wise,
beautiful.
it was just amazing.
Yeah, we noticed. I think I might have mentioned this yesterday, but on our car thermometer, it was 61 when we parked the car to get ready for the parade. It was still 54 after we got home. So that was pretty amazing for this time of year. I was looking at the weather chart this morning. I was filling out the month of November. I think the lowest temperature during the day, all of November, is 40, 41.
Wow.
Now, we've had some nights where we dipped down to 10 or 11, but just a couple. Tonight or last night was 24 or 5, which is kind of typical for this time of year. But it's going to be 70 today and 75 tomorrow.
It's too hot.
Wow.
It is too hot.
Yeah.
It's dry out there, isn't it?
Without any rain, it's too hot, or snow or something.
I was also looking, you probably have these conversations with your ag customers, less than an inch, here anyway, the last 2 months. 40 hundredths this month, 50 hundredths last month. That's just not enough, is it?
No, it's not going to cut it. You'd like to have at least, everybody wants to get to harvest, of course, and not have to deal with moisture, and that's that's over. So, at this point, you'd like to have some, especially if it's this warm, catch some moisture just to build build some moisture in the soil, and so going into the winter that would be nice. But now we're just going to hope for snow and spring rain.
Yeah, a nice layer of snow flat that wasn't drifted wouldn't be too awful bad. That would soak in. As warm as it's staying, and the ground isn't froze, snow would be a pretty nice thing to do.
Be great.
Yeah. And also get us in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, and for the parade, what a turnout.
Yeah, the crowd, I know my wife walked through with the chamber float, and she said you really had to go all the way through the parade route to truly realize how many people were there.
Yeah, I think that everybody that was part of the float told me we ran out of candy before. By the time we got somewhere around the square.
Yeah.
There were just that many kids there, so that was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. And the most floats, I think we've been a part of this for ever since I think Shard Hirsch actually instigated the white lights years ago, and then along came the parade. So we've been involved in all of them. I think we've maybe had as many people in the park a few years ago when it was a really nice night, but I don't remember that many, as you say, along the street, and that many floats.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the most floats we've ever had, which was 20 plus, which is pretty good for wintertime.
That's great.
Yeah.
There were some really good floats too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Moose did well. Your dog.
Oh, he's a trooper,
I know he is.
Yeah.
He's an easy goer.
Yeah.
He is a little bit bigger than what you would think the Grinch would have for a dog, but
he's slightly like 6 or 8 times the size of Max, the Grinch dog.
Yeah.
There's a scene in The Grinch where they hook up the dog to the sleigh.
Mm-hmm.
Moose could pull the sleigh.
I think he could have pulled a trailer.
Yeah.
for a while. he runs out of energy kind of quick. He's so darn big, but he is a good dog. And Oliver was on the float with some of the other family kids from the Custer Federal.
We were full of all of our Custer Federal family people. All the kids participated, and that was great. They all had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll often see the marching band wearing shorts.
No, there were some, weren't there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a lot of fun, and I think the banks pulled through, and some churches and some businesses, and it made for a great time.
Absolutely.
Custer Federal State Bank was one of those. We've enjoyed the last couple of shows with some of the folks we don't get to talk to too often. Blake down in Kearney, and I don't remember the other gentleman.
Yeah, Mark Sint was your other, and then of course you had Ryan and Katrina out here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Katrina comes with some reluctance, but she chills a little bit when she gets in here.
She does. She should probably take some maybe life coaching from Christy, and she can get some of that swagger that Christy walks with. Just observationally.
We have to deal with Christy after you leave.
Yeah.
And I have to drive to Callaway with her. So
you guys will have plenty to talk about.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So what's going on at the bank?
Well, it's business as usual. We're just, we kind of touched on harvest being completed, and so, just starting to really dive into review of, farmer and rancher yearly progress, and kind of starting to look at plans for next year, and doing some, the interest rates in the long-term real estate, especially in the ag realm, are still, and in the home lending realm as well. They're both still historically low, for that matter. You can get 30-year fixed money relatively cheap on an ag financing with our programs using the FSA Guaranteed Loan Program. That gives us the opportunity to go out and obtain those rates. And so I'm still looking into a lot of that. And otherwise, there's a lot of activity with our SBA lending right now, both in Kearney, in Buffalo County, and in Custer County. So we're really excited about that.
That's something you guys have been honing for a few years now and making it available. So,
yeah, it's definitely there's a learning progression to it. It's not just something you dive into and we've got this figured out today. And we've been working on that for some time, and the proficiency's really there now to a level that we feel really confident in what we're doing and what we're able to provide borrowers in whether it's retail or construction or whatever business model you're working in.
I guess you would agree with this, and I think Brent might too. To sit down and plan ahead is essential in business, and it's helpful in private life if we can do that financially. But we've never historically sit down and tried to determine how to make a plan under these circumstances. It's been since, well, we had floods in 2019 and along came COVID, and there's been some things we've learned from that. So to look at the next year, it's got to be a challenge.
I think at the very least, you start with a plan, and I'm not even pretend to remember adages as it pertains to plans, because there's numbers of them about how they're destined to fail or they're destined to change. But I think you have to start with a plan, and really to start that process, begin with goals in mind. And if you know your goals, and even if they're just rattling around in your head, to write them out and see them and take the time and go through that process, that helps. That helps individually. It helps me. It helps the communication process between the borrower and the lender, and that way everybody's working towards the same vision. And then understanding that maybe there has to be some flexibility within that, because there are always going to be unforeseen challenges along the way, whether it's COVID or whether it's a bomb cyclone or whether it's just maybe the worst winter we've had in 25 years. I mean, there'll always be challenges that you're faced with, but at least to have a plan down on paper, 1-year plan, 5-year plan, 10-year plan, and just set those goals, and then you can kind of build your programs accordingly.
Okay, and a lot of everybody around here pretty much knows the weather is a big player, and you just never know what's going to happen there. We've just talking about how dry it's been, and then not that many years ago we were looking at too much water, so you can't plan on
farming and ranching. That's just kind of the nature of the beast. You just know that at some point there's going to be something happen, whether it's hail, rain, whatever the circumstance are. It's just how do we set our goals and how do we mitigate those risks that are presented to us?
All right. Question for you.
Okay.
You know that Brent's my new neighbor.
I've heard.
Yeah, who hasn't?
Yeah.
You grew up in this neighborhood.
I did.
And there were a lot of kids around that neighborhood at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Did you happen to bury anything over in that yard, like anything that you and the Bailey boys might have buried over there, or Jody down the street, maybe Dan Yancey came down and you dug a hole and buried something in there?
It's really hard to tell with that group, because it started, you had the Chapins just another half a block away, and then you had the Baileys and us, and as you outlined, Jody.
I think Nate Bell was up the street.
Yeah, Nate Bell was up at the top of the hill. He was smart enough to stay away from that carnage, I think.
Maybe he was instructed to.
He might have been. He was a lot, his health is probably a lot better for it. It was a kind of a rough crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all the way down the street to the Yancey's, and at the very end of the block, and the Kratzer boys.
Oh, the Kratzers.
Wow.
Oh.
Can I come get a loan for a metal detector? I'd kind of like to sweep the area.
What you might find in the yard. It's hard to say. I don't remember us particularly burying anything in that yard. We used to go up there to that hill to the south, there where Burns's are, and dig around in there. But
yeah, there's softer dirt up there. Yeah, you'd go up there and sleigh ride in the winter.
Yeah, and just dig around in the dirt and the mud. And yeah.
Well, just be aware, neighbor. There might be something. I don't think it'll be an explosive of any kind. But
I don't think we buried any guinea pig carcasses over there. But
okay.
I think those are in our backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are family pets.
There's a cemetery back there.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wonderful.
Unmarked, but it's there. All right. Okay. All right. I have to go, guys.
Okay.
I have to go to Callaway with Christy, and I got to get in the car with her after Paul's comments.
Oh, boy.
So I'm
You'll
going to
be all right.
Yeah, easy for you to say. You're not in an enclosed compartment with her.
Have you guys been downtown lately? Have you been into Ace Hardware lately?
No, I haven't. I need to.
Have you?
Yeah.
There's a cable guy working in there.
I know.
Really?
Say it ain't so, Joe.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, wow.
Joe and Liz Franson are
Yeah.
the proud new owners of Ace Hardware.
Heard that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's going to rename it Joe's Hardware and Such. I think so.
And such.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I was in there getting something for a little project, and Joe was sitting there, and I thought he was just,
hanging out.
And he explained to me, no, I'm diving in. So
Yeah.
I think that's public information, and that's some good news.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. A nice young family continuing to run the hardware store is good for everybody, isn't it?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah. Joe may not get as much hunting and fishing in as he used to, but maybe he will. I don't know.
He's got a pretty good staff. He might be able to sneak out of there from time to time. Yeah.
It's important, and that's what I'm thinking about doing tomorrow, Brent. I may not be here tomorrow.
Oh. Okay.
Just heads up on that.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks.
Or Friday. I
heads
might
up.
be gone Friday. Got to go.
Okay.
Got to go to Omaha on Friday.
Okay.
You go see a guy about a thing?
Yeah, I got to see a guy about a thing. Couple things.
And such.
Yeah.
And such.
So,
Yeah.
you want to switch? You guys can go ahead and talk.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Well, safe travels.
Is she
out there? No, I can't see her.
She's lurking out there. She's just around the corner. Look out!
Bye, Dave. All right.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah. I did want to say something to you. I've enjoyed getting to know some of your new staff members that you've brought in the last few months. They've been very friendly. I did have one. Dave apparently does this thing when he brings deposits in to the bank. He includes a stick of gum.
Yeah.
For the person, and I had one of your newer folks ask me why. Well, they basically said they were disappointed that I did not have a stick of gum with my deposit when I brought it in. Is that expected now from members of KCNI KBBN Radio?
He's probably got
'Cause
him.
if so, I need to find out the flavor that.
I don't know what he's packing there. It might be, knowing him, it's like the old blackjack gum or something. Maybe
could be.
Beeman's.
Beeman's, I remember
something
that.
along those lines.
Yeah.
He's got it. Everybody's conditioned now.
Yeah.
Brad Bell used to do this to me. He would walk, it's kind of like Pavlov's theory, right?
Yeah.
Pavlov's dogs.
Yes.
So he would walk by and he'd toss me a little miniature, like Snickers or candy bar, and at the same time he would jingle his keys.
Mm-hmm.
And then this would go on for weeks, and then one day he jingled the keys and there was no treat. And I didn't salivate excessively, but
Yes.
that was his hope, I think, that I would be then conditioned to the jingling of the keys. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Another thing that we're in the holiday season, and I know that lots of times my folks will send a check to get cashed and handed out to the grandkids and stuff.
Sure.
And always appreciate your folks at the window there. When they realize it's for Christmas, they get a nice, crisp, nice-looking bill and put it in a nice envelope for me, and I've always appreciated that.
Yeah, that's a nice touch, isn't it? Because you don't want some dirty 20 floating around
Not
for
really.
Christmas. Yeah.
No, it just looks better.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
presentation is
exactly, and those are just some of the things that your folks do there at the bank for people. So it's the little things.
We have a great staff.
You do have a good staff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just top to bottom, we have a great staff right now, and we've had through the years, but we've got just a tremendously tight knit group of people.
Yeah.
Working together now, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Is Mr. Bell now playing Christmas music in the bank? Or do we know yet?
It's certainly not full time.
Not full time yet?
No.
Okay.
No,
Just
I mean,
wondered.
you can get Christmas music burnout pretty quick, really. But I can.
Yes, well, certainly
speaking for
we can.
myself.
Yes, yeah, I can too.
Yeah, and Hallmark movies are not streaming full time on the TVs in the lobby, so
Not yet?
No, probably.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if that's a thing, but it could be.
It could be.
Yeah.
You could start something.
Yep.
Yeah. Anything else you wanted to mention, Paul, regarding
I know
the bank?
we have a Christmas, an open house for the Christmas season. I believe it's December 15th. I don't have the information in front of me, but I think from 10 to 3 that day. So cookies and coffee and tea.
All right.
And such.
Sounds good. And such.
And such.
Very nice. Let's see. I guess with the holidays coming up, you'll be your hours. Have you kind of set those for the upcoming? I mean, I assume you'll be closed. Well, let's see. Christmas lands on what? A Saturday?
Christmas is a Saturday, so
Okay.
Christmas Eve will be open until I believe the hours are either 12 or 12:30 that day.
Okay.
And as of now, that's the only early closure we'll have.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Always appreciate you coming in. Anything else you wanted to mention?
I don't really
before I
have
let you go?
anything more. Our safe travels. She's
Dave's waving goodbye.
Bye, neighbor.
All right. Bye, neighbor. All right.
Here, so
You bet.
so you know.
Oh, what's that?
Jeanette's here, just so you
Oh, Custer Care Center. Okay. All right. We'll transition to them next. Thanks, Dave. Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, thank you, Brent.
All right. We'll continue with more of The Breakfast Show after these words. Thanks for listening.
The landscape of last year left a lot of people deconditioned. Are you or your loved one struggling with strength, balance, or pain? This can lead to falls, weakness, and overall decreased quality of life. At Team Physical Therapy 872-5111, we're dedicated to taking all the steps necessary to ensure you and your loved ones are getting exceptional care in a clean and safe environment. We are available to you in one of our 5 locations: your home, independent living facility, or assisted living facility. Call us today at 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
It's hard to believe it's time for Medicare open enrollment already. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. Open enrollment for Medicare plans starts October 15th and runs through December 7th. It's very important to review your current health and prescription coverage each year. The TV advertising and phone calls can get overwhelming. Let me help. Give me a call at 308-836-2201 or stop into the office in Callaway at 115 East Kimball Street or in Broken Bow at 914 South D to schedule an appointment today.
For your holiday shopping, The Secret Garden is open Monday to Friday, 11:30 to 4:30, Saturdays, 8:30 to 4:30, and Sunday from 1 until 4. Right now, shop Greenery. It's 20% off. Make sure to warm up with a hot latte while you shop or pick up a $5 lunch. Shop all throughout December at The Secret Garden. I have come into the world as a light, so no one who believes in me should stay in darkness. John 12, verse 46. The Secret Garden, 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north.
Fraudulent activity is on the rise, and fraudsters seem to be working overtime. Bruning Bank is dedicated to keeping you safe. Remember, never give out your personal information, click on unsolicited links, or rely solely on caller ID as it can be spoofed. Keep your information safe by monitoring your account transactions with mobile or online banking and set up customized alerts with Notify. If you believe you have been targeted by fraudulent activity, we are here to help. Learn more about fraud safety at bruningbank.com or visit any Bruning Bank location. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Exceptional Senior Living is off-Broadway assisted living in Broken Bow. They have a few beautiful and spacious apartments available now. They'd love to visit with you if you are thinking it's time for a more secure and safe environment for yourself or a loved one. They also have a wonderful dining room with a great kitchen staff and many activities available for their community members. Just unveiled is their new virtual tour at offbroadwayapartments.com. They have pictures available on Facebook as well. For more information, call Off Broadway at 872-2522.
Seven Valleys Health Mart in Callaway has a position available for a pharmacy technician. This position offers health, dental, vision, and a simple IRA with paid holidays. Must be certified or obtain certification 1 year from hire. If interested, you can stop into the pharmacy in Callaway or send email to varneyhm@hotmail.com. Details of this position can be found on Sandhills Express employment page. That's Seven Valleys Health Mart in Callaway, looking for a pharmacy technician.
All right, getting close to the top of the hour. I think that we have other guests waiting to come in, so we'll try to get them in here, and we'll continue with more of The Breakfast Show, so keep it tuned here to KBBN and KCNI Radio. o'clock. We're back on the Breakfast Show, and we have Jeanette Denson joining us now from Custer Care Center. Jeanette, good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to see you.
Good to be here.
All right.
Haven't been here a while.
Yeah, it's good to have you back here in the studio. I know at Custer Care Center, you guys always do a wonderful job of celebrating the holidays, getting things festive around the area, and I know you get a lot of help from your residents in doing that, and I'm guessing that you're kind of in that trend now, moving from Thanksgiving to Christmas. Yeah.
Yes, after we finished our Thanksgiving lunch, or the clients fixed all the food for their families, and we had a big Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh,
they
that's
had
nice.
a great time with that, and so I think we've eaten up all the pies now. So we're ready for Christmas now. So so today we're going to be decorating at the center. So yeah, so.
And I'm sure that some fun things will be happening soon in the kitchen as far as baking treats or whatever. I know you got a great kitchen staff for that.
They, I think they have on the calendar all kinds of baking things for this year. And then we'll have a Christmas Eve party for the clients. But yeah, so it's just from one thing to the next while we're there.
It is, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
I know. I'm sure you guys are the same as it is here. You look at the calendar and you think, oh, well, we'll maybe get a break here.
Yeah.
And then you realize, no, you never really get a break.
You really
There's always
don't.
something else that comes up, isn't there?
Yeah. One of the things we wanted to ask the community, if there was anybody who would be willing to come in and do some music for the clients. We haven't had anybody playing the piano or coming in and playing a guitar or whatever anybody has. I just don't know of the people who are available. And so if anybody out there, can come in and play for a half hour or something. So just something for entertainment.
I mean, any time it does, but certainly around the holidays, music just brings a smile to a person's face, doesn't it?
It does.
It seems to me like it does.
And we don't have one staff person who can play a piano, so so we're it just kind of sits there and nobody's able to play it. So if there's anybody out there that would like to do that, we'd be glad to let them come in and help.
And I assume just contact the center if they're interested in doing that?
Talk to Tiffany or to Pebbles, either one, and they can arrange it. So
good.
So
what about the facility itself? Are you filled up with the rooms yet?
We are. We are still, and we have quite a waiting list, but we're full and doing well that way. So
okay.
Yeah.
I know that with holidays coming up, I mean, obviously people want to take a day or two and go do some Christmas shopping. And if they are a caregiver of someone and maybe need a place for that person to go for the afternoon or something.
Yes, that would be, we can take up to 3 people during the daytime extra.
Okay.
And so if anybody wants to bring their family members in, they're welcome to do that. We'd be glad to help take care of them. So yeah, and the home care just keeps growing.
I was going to ask you.
Yeah, I don't know how many people out there are still needing help, but we have a good staff, and so things are. We're able to take care of everybody that we've got.
That's wonderful.
So that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, that is good because, well, I mean, certainly, I mean, it's become a news story really, and that's staffing.
Yes.
For businesses and everything. So to hear that you're staffed well to take care of folks in that regard is great to hear.
Yeah. Well, I even had a call from somebody from Montana that was moving here.
Oh, wow.
And wondered if she could help do home care. So, yeah. So, if there's anybody who really wants to do that, there's always, we can always use more staff for home care. So,
well, that's great to hear that is going so well, because I know that's been a part of your business that just continues to expand, and it's become a very important part of what Custer Care Center does.
Yeah, it is. So we've been lucky
Yeah.
that people are, that we've been able to staff people in people's homes. So, and it's very rewarding for the
I'm sure.
clients and the staff. They say that's what makes them come to work, is be able to go into people's homes.
That's
and
good.
take care of them. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
The transportation part of your business, I'm guessing, has been staying pretty busy too.
Yes, we keep thinking it'll, but the nice weather, so we're able to take people still. It always slows down in the wintertime when the roads get bad. People don't want to go places, but it's still keeping the guys all hopping. So
I'm sure.
we have 3 van drivers, and so they keep pretty busy. Even if they like to be part-time, they don't always get to be that.
Yeah.
So,
So are you good staffing wise there, or could you use another driver or two, or
right
it just
at
kind of
the
depends?
moment, we're okay.
You're good, okay.
Yeah, sometimes we don't have enough cars
Oh, sure. Yeah.
to get everywhere.
Kind of hard to take
Yeah,
someone
either
somewhere
we-
if you don't have an automobile, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's either one way or the other. We don't have enough drivers, or we don't have enough cars. One or there's always something we
Yeah.
need. So,
And if someone wants to take advantage of that service, I know that if you have an appointment coming up and you're looking for some help in getting there, the earlier notice they can give
we
you
need about
obviously
3 days
helps.
ahead of time to get through the brokers, and so we need that a little bit of time ahead of time. You can't just usually call that day. Unless it's private pay, then, we can do whatever. But
Sure.
if it's Medicaid, we have to have a little notice before.
Yeah.
So,
And that I guess that's maybe what surprised me at first was just traveling like that can be covered in some cases
Yes,
from
yes, it
insurance
can-
or Medicaid
yeah,
or whatever.
Medicaid does cover, and some, and so that helps a lot for people who have those appointments. And so, we take people for dialysis and that kind of thing if they're on Medicaid. So,
Yeah, good.
there's lots of reasons people need to go to the doctor, I think.
I'm sure, yes.
So, but that could be a dentist appointment or an eye appointment, any medical appointment. So,
But as far and I always think it's good to remind people as we talk about this topic, this really is for medical visits,
right?
not
Yeah, it's
not to like go to the store and pick up a
Yeah.
deal of milk or
No,
something.
no,
Yeah.
we can't do that. But
Yeah.
it's all medical appointments. So,
Okay, good.
and we can go to Kearney, Grand Island,
That's what I was going to.
Omaha, and Lincoln, wherever they need to go.
Okay,
So,
that's what I was going to ask you if
Yeah.
there was, like a certain distance that.
no, we go to North Platte, we go to Kearney, Grand Island, and Omaha and Lincoln. So, and Callaway,
Yeah, sure.
It depends on where they need to go.
Yeah.
So whatever doctor.
Back to your in-home care, just a second. Just a curious question: How far out now are you guys going for the in-home care? Because I know it kind of started right around the area, but you've really branched out.
It's about a 60-mile radius
Is it?
what we're covering.
Okay.
We can't really do much more than that. I mean, we do
Sure.
get calls, but, it's about a 60-mile radius that we can do. So
Yeah.
we can, so we go Thedford, we go to Ravenna, Ashton, Loop City.
Yeah. Yeah.
Callaway. We have quite a few in Callaway that we do. So just wherever anybody needs us, I guess Ansley, Loop City. I can't. Ord and Burwell. We do have staff in Ord and Burwell too. So we cover people in those areas.
Good. Anything else that you wanted to discuss or mention, Jeanette, while we have you in here?
I think everything's going fine. Tiffany will take over officially January 1st.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a little time off at that time. And,
Good.
And so, but I just feel so lucky that we have her and that she'll be able to manage everything. So it feels good to retire more, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's been. I know. Dave talks about this all the time when we have you in here, but it's been. I mean, I was here at the station too when you guys were first getting started, and to just watch the journey over the years, and I'm sure it's been real enjoyable for you to be a part of the journey, and then look at the journey to this point too,
and be able to know that it's going to be carried on, and I don't need to worry about it anymore.
There you go.
So
yes, that's a nice feeling, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Well, hey, Merry Christmas to you, and we'll encourage, again, people, we've been visiting with Jeanette Denson with Custer Care Center, and if you want to come in and provide musical entertainment for the residents there, please give the Custer Care Center a call.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Jeanette. All right. We will take a little news break, and then later we'll be going live to Callaway, Nebraska on The Breakfast Show, so keep it right here.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. The Supreme Court begins hearing arguments in half an hour over Mississippi's law that bans abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy. CBS's Jan Crawford says advocates and opponents are watching.
With 3 new conservative justices, all appointed by former President Trump, who supported overturning Roe, some see this case as their best chance.
24 countries have now documented cases of the new Omicron variant, which may have been around longer than thought. CBS's Vicki Barker.
Nigerian health officials say retrospective testing has turned up a positive case of the Omicron variant in a traveler who arrived in the Central African nation in October. Now, that's well before it was first reported in southern Africa. It's not clear where the traveler had come from.
On this World AIDS Day, a warning from Winnie Byanyima at the UN.
COVID has hit us and is pushing us further off track.
She says COVID's kept people from seeking treatment for AIDS. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Deb Carson.
In last night's NBA action, the Suns won their 17th straight game, beating the Warriors 104-96. Phoenix and Golden State are now both 18-3. They lead the Western Conference and the NBA with the best records. Suns finished the game without star Devin Booker last night, who left the game in the first half with a hamstring injury. So he's being evaluated today to determine the extent of the injury and, of course, the timeline for his return. Eastern Conference leading Nets edged the Knicks 112-110 on a pair of late free throws by James Johnson, and the Lakers dumped the Kings 117-92 without LeBron James, who's in the NBA's COVID-19 health and safety protocols. Had a big upset in college hoops as top-ranked Duke lost to Ohio State 71-66 Buckeyes. It's the first loss of the season for Coach K's Blue Devils, who are 7-1.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Look for sunny to partly cloudy skies for today with highs working up into the upper 60s. West winds increasing to 15 to 20. Then for tonight, mostly clear skies, a low of 41. Quite warm on Thursday with highs in the mid-70s under lots of sunshine. And for your Friday, trending cooler but still sunny and dry weather conditions. We're back to a high of 57 degrees. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Were you in church last Sunday? As followers of Jesus, a.k.a. Christian, Jesus says, "You are my witnesses." When you do not attend church on Sunday, your witness to family, friends, co-workers, and neighbors says something was more important than spending time in worship. So plan now to attend this week, or is there something more important? This is Roger Sloan with the Lillian Church of Christ, where we love to share Jesus.
Temperature warming up on this Wednesday morning, 37 degrees currently at our KCNI, KBBN studios. Good to have you along here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Later in the hour, we'll be going live to Callaway, Nebraska to find out more about their Christmas Around Town celebration scheduled for, I think it's today. And so we will be finding out more about that coming up here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Stay tuned for that coming up. Right now, we want to tell you what's happening at the movies, the Fox Theater here in Broken Bow. Here's what's showing right now. The new animated film from Disney, Encanto, is in the Fox Theater now. It's rated PG, showing tonight, tomorrow, and then through the weekend and into next week as well. Also, the big blockbuster Ghostbusters Afterlife continuing to show at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow as well. And if you haven't taken the kids to see Clifford the Big Red Dog yet, still a couple of nights left to do that. Showing for a couple of more nights at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow, and it looks like it'll show over the weekend too, Clifford the Big Red Dog. So go to watchthefox.com and check out all of the show times for those movies. Also, as we go into the weekend, they're bringing a new one into the Fox Theater, and that'll be King Richard, rated PG-13, and that'll start showing on Friday, run through the weekend on in to next week. So that's what's showing at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. Also, we want to remind you that during this holiday season, they're having some special events, especially over the weekend, where they present some free movies. And so let's tell you what's coming up this weekend, some special events at the Fox Theater. First off, this Saturday, they're going to offer a free Christmas movie on Saturday, December the 4th. This is going to be sponsored by Thomas Livestock Company. We appreciate them doing this. Free popcorn, it says. Sponsored by Culligan of Broken Bow, and they're going to show Arthur Christmas. That's a fun one for the kids. I know many of you are familiar with Arthur, and so they're going to show Arthur Christmas for free at the Fox Theater this Saturday afternoon. Showtime is 2 o'clock in the main theater. It's rated PG, about 97 minutes long, so check that out. Sponsored by Thomas Livestock Company, and free popcorn sponsored by Culligan of Broken Bow. That's coming up on Saturday, December 4th. The free movie Arthur Christmas, rated PG, showing at 2 o'clock on Saturday. And then, and I think we're going to have some folks from the FBLA group come in and talk about this later this week on The Breakfast Show. But coming up on Sunday, December the 5th, the FBLA, I believe FBLA of Broken Bow, is going to be presenting a Christmas Movie Day fundraiser, and this will be Sunday, December 5th, and entry into the film is going to be 3 canned food items or $5, and then that will be donated back to the area. And the movie that they're going to be showing is Polar Express, always a holiday classic. So we encourage you to think about that on Sunday afternoon, showtime at 2 o'clock in the main theater. That's the FBLA group sponsoring and hosting a Christmas Movie Day fundraiser. Again, entry into that movie on Sunday will be 3 canned food items or $5, and they'll be showing the Polar Express on Sunday at 2 o'clock. So a lot of great movies showing at the Fox Theater. Some real fun things happening over the weekend with the free movie on Saturday and then the FBLA fundraiser event on Sunday. So check it all out at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. And again, to check out showtimes and to see what's showing and what's coming up at the Fox Theater, go to watchthefox.com. As we mentioned, coming up soon this hour, we'll be going live to Callaway for a special remote broadcast. And with that in mind, we want to remind you that Seven Valleys Health Mart in Callaway has an opening available for a pharmacy technician. This position offers some great benefits, including health, dental, and vision insurance, a simple IRA with paid holidays. Now, you must be certified or obtain certification 1 year from higher, and it does say that if you're obtaining your certification, there's a possibility that Seven Valleys Health Mart could help cover the cost of that. So you can visit with them about that if you're in that situation. If you're interested in the position, you can stop into the pharmacy in Callaway or send an email to varneyhm@hotmail.com. You can also call the pharmacy at 308-836-2219 if you have any questions. Again, Seven Valleys Health Mart in Callaway, looking for a pharmacy technician. Well, since the theme this hour is going to be Christmas, and we're going to be talking about Christmas around town in Callaway, kind of seems fitting that we play a little holiday music for you now. Here's Darden Smith on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Christmas in September.
And bags, totes, and bulk are available, plus calf pellets, feed medications, and balancer products too. They stock a very complete line of products for all livestock. Over 30 types of cattle minerals are on hand. Evans Feed is a family-owned 3-generation feed company dedicated to bringing selection, service, and quality products with great prices. Give Evans Feed Company a call today. They deliver quality feed products to your farm or ranch. That's Evans Feed at 1-800-830-2119.
A lot goes into keeping a precision operation moving. The inputs you choose have to deliver results. Delaro Complete Fungicide from Bayer offers unmatched consistency and the most complete disease control available. Your corn and soybeans are protected and yields higher even in unpredictable conditions. With Delaro Complete, you get results you can count on to help keep your precision operation running smoothly. Always read and follow label instructions. To learn more, visit delarocomplete.us today.
If you'd have told me when I took over the farm that I'd be using remanufactured parts to get my equipment back in the field, I'd have said, no way, no how. Using Case IH remanufactured parts from C&H Industrial has been one of the best decisions I've ever made for my farm. And I've been doing this close to 40 years. They don't do the gimmicks or hat tricks, just the good parts you need at a good price to confidently get you back out there.
Visit your local authorized Case IH Ag dealership today to find the remanufactured solution for your equipment.
I'm Dave Johnson. Be sure and be tuned in next time for another great edition of the Best in Blues on Blues Deluxe. We'll have new music from Eric Clapton and CDs to give away of his new album, The Lady in the Balcony Lockdown Sessions, courtesy of Mercury Studios. British Jamaican Dion Bennett will be our Blue Bloods guest, and we'll have holiday blues for you. All that and more coming up next time on Blues Deluxe. Blues Deluxe, Friday afternoons at 1 o'clock on the Thunderbird 95.3 FM, KBBN.com.
All right, sounds like they're hooked up and just about ready to go at Callaway, as we're going to find out about their Christmas Around Town celebration coming up, and we're going to send it to Dave right after we tell you about a couple of job opportunities through the Nebraska Department of Transportation. The Nebraska Department of Transportation currently accepting applications for a highway maintenance worker in Broken Bow. For a full job description or to apply, go to statejobs.nebraska.gov. Also, they are accepting applications now for an office specialist to provide office support to staff in the Broken Bow office. And for this job as well, you need to go to statejobs.nebraska.gov. An online state application must be completed, so you need to go to their website, statejobs.nebraska.gov, if you want to apply. Now, if you need accommodation in the selection process, you can notify Nebraska State personnel at 402-471-2075. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer. All right, let's find out what's going to be happening for Christmas around town in Callaway as we go to Callaway and say good morning to Dave.
Thank you very much, Brent. We're in Callaway, Great Western Bank. Stacy Goodhart is with us here. We're going to run down the Callaway Old-Fashioned Christmas. Stacy, thanks for having us in. Appreciate it.
Yes, thanks, Dave, for making it over. Beautiful day today.
That's great. And that makes for a great afternoon and evening, doesn't it?
Yes. Last year I froze in the mini park, so very excited for today.
Yes, we're looking at temperatures that you would never suspect would be in the early portion of December. Mm-hmm. Today's going to be nice. Thursday's going to be like 75, 70 today. Tonight will be beautiful.
Yes, hopefully everyone will come out and support our little community and our vendors we have at our craft fair tonight. So,
well, let's talk about the craft fair first, and tell us about the vendors you're having in, where it's at, and all of the details, if you would.
Our 2021 craft fair is at the Callaway Community Center. We have a really little bit larger lineup this year. A lot of different people from around the area. So they have anything from arts and crafts, fundraising, community engagement. Quality Senior Villages out of Broken Bow is coming over with Ashley Clay, and she'll be selling homemade Christmas ornaments, and that money will be donated to the Santa Cop program.
Nice.
Which you're probably familiar with, that brings in holiday gifts to the Custer County kids in need. So that's a new addition. Several home-baked goods from several ladies in the community.
I see some metal creations.
Metal creations, ceramics, jewelry, embroidery, Mary Kay, paparazzi accessories, children's books. Our local artist will be there tonight selling her books, and she'll possibly sign them, I'm guessing. The Pampered Chef, Trinity Road Treasures, and Dot Dot Smile. That's a new one at the craft fair this year. And several wood items, too.
Okay.
There's about 3 or so different folks that have different wood crafts available.
And along with that, if I'm reading correctly, a soup supper.
Yes, the Sons of American Legion will be doing the soup supper again. They'll be having chili soup, oyster soup, and chicken noodle soup. It's always a hit, and it's a free will donation. And the funds that are raised will go into their special projects fund. So they're trying to pay for a second headstone that's out at the cemetery that families can put their veterans' names on. So they have the first one full, and they're working on a second. So that's pretty awesome of our local
It is.
Sons of American Legion.
Stacy, of the soups you described, which is your favorite?
The chicken noodle, because I don't make that one.
You don't make chicken noodle?
No, I don't. Nope. I just prefer the beef, so stay away from the chicken.
Okay. Oyster soup?
No, I'm not even going to try it. And yeah, they start serving at 5 to close, so around 8.
5 o'clock to close, so yeah, 8 o'clock or so. So take in the soup supper, of course, take in the 2021 Craft and Home-Based Business Show, and that's at the beautiful community building.
Yes.
So there's plenty of room, and you can walk around and do some early Christmas shopping.
Yes.
I guess we can still call it early Christmas shopping on this first day of December, but very timely. So come on out. I was visiting with some folks this morning who was talking about how much fun they have when they come over to this event. Callaway's a friendly town.
Yes, we are very smiley and welcoming. And then in the mini park, which is across the street from the market, we'll have pictures with Santa from 4:30 to dark, which it gets dark pretty early, so hopefully folks will show up early. We'll try to have some lights in the park, so if we have a line, we can still get pictures. So the FCCLA will have kids' activities in the library, but Santa will be outside. Usually he's in the library, but he's going to be outside next to it. And then we'll also have s'mores in the mini park. And then Daryl and Kay Fonholtz have a little tractor and a wagon, and they decorate it with lights, and they'll pick up kids at the mini park and drive them around town.
Okay. We knew there was some rides. We just couldn't remember.
And the fire trucks will also be going from 6 to 8. So.
Oh, they'll have fire trucks, too?
Yeah. At the fire hall, people can go down there and get a fire truck ride as well. So, great night for that.
Okay. Yeah, beautiful night for it.
Well, I still can't believe kids were riding on it last year, as cold as it was.
Well, they shouldn't have to. A jacket or a coat would be recommended, but still won't be bad at all.
Nope. So that's the main highlight. So just several stores are having promotions tonight, and lots of hot apple cider, hot chocolate, and cookies. So sure to leave sweet for sure.
Yes. Now, as far as the merchants goes, we'll be visiting with one here in a moment. But are there any sidewalk sales or anything like that going on, or are they just going to celebrate?
Jacob has a special going on that and Lawrence at the Callaway Market, which he'll tell you in a minute. But Jacob has you buy a bucket, and everything you can fit in the bucket is 10% off. He has some other specials, so folks will definitely need to stop in there and see what he has to offer.
Okay, and that's at the hardware store.
And that's at Callaway True Value. So yep.
All right. So, and that store, by the way, has just about anything and everything you need.
Yeah, they've even got a few more specialty items since they went to their market a couple weeks ago. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, do some shopping in the hardware store and go across the street and see what Lawrence has going for you over at the Callaway Market. Shall we find out?
Yeah, let's find out.
Okay, you hand that mic over there. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Dave. How are you?
Good. How's things at the Callaway Market?
Well, they're great.
Good.
Great. It's been a fast year.
It has been, hasn't it?
I can't believe it. It's already December.
Yeah. December 1, and going to have some fun today, and we'll talk about that in a moment. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, we did. We had a great Thanksgiving as far as business-wise. If you're talking about personal, I'm not going to comment about that, but it was my one day off. Or two, I get a day off on Christmas.
That's right.
But no, it was a good Christmas. I mean, the weather was beautiful. I think, for the most part, we had all the supplies that we needed. I mean, I did kind of run out of Cool Whip there at the end, but we got through it.
Yeah.
But it was great.
Good.
It's been a good year.
Good. Well, it's good to get together and get a day off. Your business definitely requires a lot of hours, a lot of time on the floor, and I know that a day off doesn't hurt a thing.
Oh, it was enjoyable. Everything, it's great to see this year with people are out and about more. I mean, the shoppers are feeling a little bit more free to move around, and that showed in business, and it's just fun having people kind of getting back to normal. There's a few things out there that people are hesitant about, but things are looking better.
It's looking better, and I think maybe we could probably discuss this, but not being experts. We'll probably avoid getting too far into the weeds here, but we may be dealing with some of this for quite a long time, it looks like, and I think we've adjusted to it, and the hills don't seem as high now. I think we're we're kind of able to get out and do some shopping. To have a grocery store like you provide here in Callaway, I know you know this, but it should be stated on the air, is huge. It's a big deal. Callaway without a market that would be a lot of people having to travel to Broken Bow or North Platte or Gothenburg, Cozad to do their grocery shopping. They don't have to do that because you have that store here.
Right. And, that's very true. One doesn't get by without the other, really. We're all kind of working together. We've been blessed. Customers have been great. It was an interesting phenomena when the COVID hit last year and people couldn't travel so much. Our customer count just really jumped, and was learning experience for me. But the interesting thing is people have, I guess, came and shopped at our market and developed some trust with us, and our customer count stayed up
there,
and that's huge for us. So we appreciate the local community's loyalty and their business, and we hope we can continue to earn it.
And I think that's a really big point, because they may have driven by your store thinking, well, they probably don't have everything I want, and it's going to cost me a lot more, and I'm going to go to X store in North Platte or whatever. And once they walked in, they realized, hey, they've got everything I want, and if I figure in gas money, this is just a better deal.
Yep. Well, they're finding that out.
Yeah, good.
I mean that, unfortunately, COVID kind of forced that.
Yeah.
But I think it's really more attributed to my wonderful cider that I make for Callaway around Christmas. It kind of keeps them coming back.
Well, let's talk about that. We have the celebration, the old-fashioned Christmas this afternoon and tonight. What are you guys doing for that?
Well, we're going to have a 15% off everything from 5 to 8, except for alcohol and tobacco. But so whatever they want to come in and take advantage of, give them a deal for 3 hours during that period, and hopefully they'll, maybe grab a snack and stop in and visit and try a little sip of cider and just enjoy the evening.
So 15% off store-wide except tobacco and alcohol.
Right. Which is
time to do some shopping.
A little bit, yeah.
Gosh.
A little early to stock up on some Christmas items, but anyway, it's just fun to get people out and around town and enjoying the evening.
Yeah. What hours are you available for people to shop?
We're open 8 to 7, Monday through Saturday, and then 11 to 5 on Sunday.
Wow. 7 days a week.
Yep.
Okay. No excuses to drive out of town on a weekend to get anything either.
Nope. And that's really helped.
Yeah.
I mean, consistency is the main thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of surprises me once in a while I get a call from someone that wonders what our hours are, but they're still the same.
Okay.
And we're still there.
You're still there. Before we close, I know every business we talk to has some sort of a challenge with supply. Certainly, a lot of businesses are looking for people to come and work for them. How are you sitting? Are you getting everything pretty much you need?
No, we're still struggling. I I mean, and it varies from product lines that occasionally have shortages and things like that. But, there is a labor shortage out there, and there's some supply shortages for manufacturers. We've actually had a few manufacturers that have cut lines or cut some varieties of their products, just said we're not going to make that anymore, and just cut back. And I think yesterday we got 68% of what we ordered.
68%,
which is
it's a little over half, Lawrence.
Yeah, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. A little extra time spent ordering, trying to find items because the things you relied on were just not there. But that's just the times we live in these days, and hopefully it'll get better.
All right. Well, heck, it's coming up on Christmas. We don't care. We'll get it done and have a good time.
We're fortunate. We won't starve.
Yeah.
We have something to eat. And things will get better. So we just have to bear with it.
All right, folks, come over today and do some shopping. We're going to visit with Jacob here in just a little bit from the hardware store. But 15% off at the grocery store.
Yep, 5 to 8.
5 to 8.
5 to 8, 15% off.
Merry Christmas.
So thank you, Dave.
You bet. All right. Oh, boy, we got some people out in the lobby even. We're going to have some fun here. Okay. Jacob, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Good. We were talking a little earlier, but maybe you can describe in detail some of the specials you have going for today's old-fashioned Christmas.
Yeah. We're going to be doing a bucket sale. So you come in, you get a bucket. Everything you put in that bucket's 10% off. No limit to how many buckets you can get.
Really?
Just keep filling them up. We also have a DeWalt table in the store. Everything on the table is 20% off, which is a really good deal on DeWalt tools. We have other larger items throughout the store that have discounted. Lots of trees. All our big items are discounted too. Then we'll be doing some grilling out front with my big green egg, kind of showing people how those work and what's so great about those. We've got Traegers, everything else too, and going to be having some fun.
Sounds like it, and some good shopping opportunities there. For those out there who haven't been to Callaway for a while or been in your hardware store, I think they need to come and take a look because Ken kind of had the tradition and you've kept it. You can find just about anything in the store that you need, and it's pretty amazing the amount of inventory you have in there, and I'm sure you've had some supply problems like everybody else, but just generally speaking, this is a store you can go to and find what you want.
Yeah, definitely. We've expanded. Like I said, certain things have been hard to get, so we've gone other ways. My wife has brought in some more things, more for the female audiences, and has a better outlook at that than I do.
Yes.
So we got some new, like a soap line. That's a veteran-owned company. It's called Duke Cannon. They have bars of soaps, cologne, all that kind of stuff. We have brought in, it's a health and wellness stuff too. It's called Ricasa. It's very popular down south. We're actually the only place in the state right now that's selling it in store, which is really cool. You can get elderberry, that type of stuff for health related things. A lot more kitchenware items.
I was going to ask you about that because you had quite a bit to start with: appliances, toasters, all the sorts of things that you don't always find when you walk in the store.
Yep. So we brought even more of that in, some more decorations. So we've really worked on expanding our areas we can get into. So
now, I remember the first time we talked, you were working on expanding some of the building materials. You're going to try to get some lumber in. With all that's happened, maybe that hasn't been possible. Are you still working on that?
I've expanded a few areas. I haven't been able to get lumber in just due to space and the way lumber prices have been. The last year has been crazy. But we've gotten to where we can get onyx showers in for people. More hardware, type of stuff.
Okay.
So we've worked on it slowly but surely here.
Yeah. Well, it's a strange period of time to be doing those sorts of things. So you've done pretty well. We appreciate it. So again, talk about the bucket special going on today.
Everything's 10% off. So you come in, get a bucket at the door. Everything you put in that bucket will be 10% off. If it's a larger item that doesn't fit on the bucket, don't worry, it's probably still on sale.
Okay.
But yeah, no limit to how many buckets you can get. Just keep filling them up and get your Christmas specials. We got lots of stocking stuffers. Like I said, the Duke Cannon works great. We got lots of rubs and spices for grilling, so some great options.
And does that run just during the old-fashioned Christmas, or is that all day today?
3 to 6 for seniors, and then 6 to 9 for everybody else. But if you come a little early, we're not going to tell you no.
Okay. All right, Jacob. Thanks a lot.
Awesome.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Yep. All right, let's get the next guest in here. Whoever would like to come in.
Should I grab Chip?
Chip's hip, yeah. Or whoever needs to. We're kind of in the big office here, and they're out in the lobby area there.
Chip's going to do all the talking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see about that. Have a chair, Chip.
Dave?
Chip may roll over for me here, and you may be on the air yet. Chip, how you doing?
Am I on?
Yeah, you're on. You're
Am
live.
I on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm good.
Good. Otherwise, we would have had a more in-depth
I would
conversation.
complain if I was not on, but we're good.
Oh, gosh. Good to see you. I saw you briefly. Joan and I came over to work with some insurance. What's it called? Old people's insurance? Something like that? Yeah.
For the old guys.
Yeah, the old people's insurance.
Medicare supplement.
Yeah, yeah. So got through that. Are you on that now?
Dave. I'm not nearly as old as you are.
Oh, I know better.
Yes, I am. And Liana is actually my MedSup agent, and we had our little meeting last night, got all my stuff handled, and we're good to go.
Good. Yeah. Get it taken care of before the deadline, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're like the barber. You're the last one to get the haircut.
There you go. I had to make my own appointment, and it had to be after hours because she's just so booked up. So,
well,
she's got a lot going on. If you saw her calendar, it's pretty well packed.
You know, I don't know. I've always said she's one of the best multitaskers I've ever met. When she worked for us, she was that way. I see her working, and then I run into her twice now at 2 different places where she was on her way to a school function, stopped in to get something to eat. Can't remember where else I run into her. It wasn't work related, but she was on the way. One time we went down to Henry's and she was working there. So, you know, she keeps a hop and keeps you going, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yep, keeps us busy.
So, what's your projects of late? What's been keeping you busy?
Well, it seems like I've been very busy. We're doing quite a bit of quoting on commercial policies. We are doing some farm policies as well. You know, everybody's pretty much done with harvest now and thinking about insurance and stuff for next year. So doing that quite a bit. Amy, who is our agent up in Albion, been working up there with her quite a bit on farm quotes. And so, yeah, we're on the go.
Good. You're still going to places if people need to talk to you at their place, or has it gotten so busy they need to come to the office?
Nope, we are still have car will travel. We'll go anywhere, so we'd be happy to come out to the farm, and it helps us actually to do that because then we can see, you know, the building structures, the equipment, and that type of thing, and it helps us to get a better quote for the coverage that they need. So, yeah, no, we're always willing to go meet people.
And when they walk into the office here in Callaway, who will they meet besides you and Liana?
They get to meet Karen. Karen is sitting right inside the front door, and she is the first person they get to see when they come in.
And Karen's very friendly. I noticed when we come in for our old people's insurance, she was very nice.
She is very friendly to you old folks.
Yes.
Yep. Would you like to talk to Karen?
I would like to say hi to Karen. Hi, Karen.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You have a nice smile and you're very friendly. So
well, thank you.
You're perfect for being in the front office. Give everybody a little background about how you ended up in the insurance biz.
I walked up to Chip one day and said, "I understand you're looking for somebody to greet people at the door." And then he interviewed me, and poof, here we are.
There you are.
Yeah.
And I'm just suspecting that there was some more duties that you absorb beyond just being nice.
I do a lot of computer entry, data entry, that kind of stuff. I handle the payroll and answer the phones, and I'm trying to learn all there is to know about doing quotes and that kind of stuff. But
Well, you'll probably learn it because you're going to be around a lot of it. These guys are getting busier and busier, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Karen, it's nice to talk to you, not just smile back and forth.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Chip, anything you wanted to add? I know that the name has changed on the front. You're growing, but the service is the same, right?
Service is the same. We pride ourselves on servicing everybody, so we're just a phone call away or stop in and see us. We're more than glad to help. Service, like I said, is very important to us and is not something that we're going to sacrifice for the growth. So we're in the process of adding, yes we are, and we're adding new agents to help us with that growth. So definitely going to have the service.
Yep. And folks in Broken Bow can go into the former Troxel Insurance, where the big red awning is now.
Yeah.
Nebraska Land Insurance on it. That is huge, isn't it?
It is huge. Yeah, it's like Liana said, as soon as we can start selling insurance on Mars, they're going to see that sign down there from space. So
I think they will.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping you have a great Christmas. Take a little time off, you guys, and enjoy. This is going to be a great night tonight here in Callaway, isn't it?
Beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful night, and be sure and stop in and see us because we've got some giveaways, and just come in and register and have some cookies and some goodies, and we'd be happy to see anybody come in.
The lights will be on.
Even you, Dave.
Well, I might just surprise you.
Yeah.
Cookies, that's pretty bad. I mean, when it's going to be 50 degrees and you can walk around and see Santa Claus and the kids taking rides, and it's about perfect. So
yep.
People can stop in. You'll be there till 8?
We'll be there till 8. So, yep, come in and see us. We'll probably, I think 4 to 8 is what we set things up for. So,
okay, all right.
We'll have everything ready.
And we don't have to buy old people's insurance while we're there, do we?
No. Even Christy can come in. She's, the youngsters more than welcome. So,
okay,
yeah,
all right.
Glad to have you.
Chip is hip. And Liana is hotter than a plate of lasagna. I just got to tell you. My goodness.
Yes, we are, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Nebraska Insurance. Growing all over the state of Nebraska, and it's fun to see. All right, Stacy, it's recap time or whatever else you wanted to add to the show today.
Well, yeah, just come out. It's going to be a nice evening to drive over to Callaway and get a good bowl of soup, do some good Christmas shopping, and walk around and mingle.
And you've got talk about what's for the kids again. I think that's a pretty big deal on this celebration.
The kids, there'll be s'mores in the mini park. When does that start? Around 4:30-ish, I'm guessing.
Yep, pictures with Santa.
Pictures with Santa, yep. And then some activities in the library. An adult must be accompanied for kids under 3.
Okay.
And so there'll be a variety of things in there. And then the wagon rides out by the mini park as well. It's where they'll pick kids up like last year from 5 to 7. And then fire truck rides as well from 6 to 8. And then various businesses, like we'll be giving out cookie decorating kits so kids can stop in and take their kit and take it home and make a mess.
Okay, that sounds great. at their house, not here.
That's right. And we'll have hot chocolate and cider and other things for kids to come grab. So.
All right, and that's Great Western Bank, so lights will be on. Just come on in.
Yep, 5 to 7.
I would imagine up and down the street here, if just wherever you see lights on, just walk in. They'll have something for you to drink or some sort of a little gift or something.
Yep,
So.
shotguns will also be open. Shotgun Annie's and Henry's will both be open. So they'll be having their appetizers or cookies and whatnot as well. So,
okay.
Yep.
Yep.
You shouldn't go home hungry.
No, you usually don't when you come to Callaway. With those two establishments side by side, you can enjoy the company of the Callaway folks and good eating and some really nice specialty drinks at Henry's. So they'll be open. They're open
4 or 4 to close. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 to close. So, all right. Stacy, thanks so much. Appreciate you having us over here to Great Western Bank, and big thank you to the Callaway Chamber of Commerce for having us over here.
Yes, thank you, Dave. We appreciate your support. So thanks
you bet.
again.
Thank you. If you'd hand that microphone to Christy, I would like her to add anything that she wanted to add here. I know you enjoy working with folks over here in Callaway Christy. It's just one of the nicest little towns around, no matter what state you're in. So it's got to be fun to come over here.
It is. I tell them it's just a great little community because they are very self-sufficient over here. You don't need to go anywhere. You've got it all. Hospital, grocery store, hardware store, insurance, and the banks. It's all over here.
Senior care and hospital, the new clinic, the new addition to the hospital. I still think it's amazing. I don't know what the population of Callaway might be, 600 or so, Stacy says. To have things you just described is pretty outstanding.
Yeah.
Speaking of senior care, we're going to have a booth over there at the craft fair to give people updates on our assisted living project we've been working on. So folks can stop by. We have some preliminary drawings.
Might just repeat that real quick.
Speaking of our senior care, our assisted living group has a booth at the craft fair this year, and we'll have a PowerPoint so you can kind of see our preliminary drawings and rough draft images of kind of what the facility is going to look like as we progress. So we can take pledges as well if folks want to get involved that way. And so, yeah.
That's great. And there's that opportunity, too, for folks who haven't been to Callaway for a while to come over this afternoon and this evening because the weather's going to be so great, and just spin around Callaway and see some of the things we're talking about. If you haven't been over to see the hospital and the clinic and some of the things that go on here all the time, be a great day or evening to do it.
Drive by the hospital, see their new addition and whatnot. So.
Okay. All right, Stacy. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I think that we cover everything. Do they have to talk a little bit when we send it back to them? Do they have a little work to do
I think they might have a couple live reads they were saying to do.
Okay.
Or, yeah.
All right.
I think if Shannon hasn't been in, she's going to help with the live read.
Okay. Is she going to join up with my neighbor?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Did I tell you Brent Epperson's my new neighbor?
I know. That's just amazing that you guys are now so close together in the breakfast show, and now you live by each other.
I know he's loving it.
I know.
I think he's very excited.
Yeah.
We'll send it back. Again, thanks to the Chamber of Commerce here in Callaway for having us over. Back to you, Brent.
All right. Thank you, neighbor. We encourage you to go on over and enjoy an old-fashioned Christmas in Callaway, Nebraska. Thanks, guys, for a great remote. 9:52 is the time. We do have a couple of things we want to tell you about before we close out the show, so we'll do that right after you hear this.
The grocery cart is open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. 10-pound tubes of 80% lean ground beef are $2.78 a pound right now, and Hormel bone-in Boston butt pork roasts are $1.68 a pound. Certified Angus beef sirloin tip steaks are $5.98 a pound, and save on Hormel center cut boneless pork chops $2.68 a pound. Earn bonus points when you buy Imperial margarine quarters for 98 cents or Fiora kitchen towels or bath tissue for $6.98. Grocery Cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Ferreter Auto Parts in Broken Bow. Yes, they do parts to get you on the road or keep you there, but they also sell used vehicles. Visit them on West Highway 2, Broken Bow, or call 872-6411. Ferreter Auto Parts of Broken Bow.
This is CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger. Do you want to be a hero for the holidays? How about getting your loved one a new iPhone? That's right. Pure Talk has iPhone 12 starting at just $479 through the end of the year. And sure, they have 13s too. Switch to Pure Talk. Great nationwide 5G coverage. Yes, the same coverage as the big guys, but the average family saves over $800 a year. Now that's just smart. There's no need to overpay for Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile. Plus, with Pure Talk's 30-day risk-free guarantee, you've got nothing to lose. Unlimited talk, text, and 6 gigs of data is just $30 a month. And like I said, the iPhone 12, just $479. From your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say Jill50, and you'll save an additional 50% off your first month. Plus, save on a new phone. That's pound 250, say Jill50. Pure Talk is simply smarter wireless. Some restrictions apply. See site for details.
Farmers know that if you give corn rootworm an inch, they'll take acres. That's why when it comes to defending your corn from these yield robbers, there's no room for compromise. SmartStack's technology offers protection that's been proven on over 150 million acres. See why it's the trait farmers trust at traits.bayer.com/smartstacks. Always read and follow IRM, grain marketing, and all other stewardship practices and pesticide label directions. Performance may vary.
Choose the proven performance of the Roundup Ready Extend crop system, featuring high-yielding Extend Flex soybeans and the exceptional weed control of XtendiMax herbicide with Vapor Grip technology, elite genetics, triple herbicide tolerance, flexibility that delivers results, backed by 25 years of innovation. That's the Roundup Ready Extend crop system, the system of choice. XtendiMax is a restricted-use pesticide. Always follow stewardship practices, all pesticide label directions, and check with your state pesticide regulatory agency for specific restrictions in your state.
All right, we're back on the Breakfast Show. A few minutes left here in the show, and we have a couple of things that we want to tell you about before we go. Shannon is in the studio with us. She's going to swing that microphone around. Hi there.
Good morning.
Okay, now we need to talk and tell people about what's coming up here this week at Sylvester's in Broken Bow. And it looks like they have some live music coming back to Sly's. And when I saw the name of the artist, I'm like, well, there's no better person to tell you who's coming to sing at Sly's than Shannon, because you know this guy personally.
I do. It's the Chris Lager Band. They're returning to Sly's, which it's always a great time. They'll be there from 9 to 1. Chris is going to be debuting his blues album that he just released. So, especially if you like blues, do not miss it. But even if you think blues is not necessarily your favorite, still come and enjoy it. It's actually, he does a really good job. He's a great guitarist. I don't know who all's going to be playing with him when he comes. I've noticed he's been playing around. He's kind of had different people, but it should, I mean, it's live music and it's a great place, Sly's. Everybody come out. If you come before 9, it's free. I mean, no cover charge. And yeah, come and listen to the guys, listen to good music, talk to your friends, dance a little bit, have a good time.
And I assume see Shannon.
Yes, yeah.
I figured maybe you would be there.
Yes.
And this is Friday night, correct?
It is Friday night, this Friday, 9 to 1.
All right.
Chris Lager Band.
There you go, Chris Lager Band at Sylvester's in Broken Bow. Check it out on Friday. One more thing that we want to tell folks about, and I know this is a business that you are very familiar with, and that would be Brew Baker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, Nebraska. And, of course, you got the old-fashioned Christmas in Callaway tonight, and then next week, on Wednesday, December 8th, they're going to have Christmas around town in Arnold, and Brew Baker's is going to be right in the middle of that. On Wednesday, December 8th, they'll be open from 5 to 7 during Christmas around town. They encourage you to come enjoy the Christmas festivities in downtown Arnold. Santa and the reindeer will be in town. You can enjoy a hayrack ride. And again, Brew Baker's will be open until 7, and it says with 20% off merchandise. Some exclusions will apply, but they really have a wonderful gift selection at Brew Baker's.
You know, they do, and we're so lucky to have so many places that carry such neat items inside their stores. Brew Baker's is definitely one of them. She's got such unique gifts. I mean, just novelty, puzzles, games, things for kids, things for decor. I mean, all sorts of different styles of decor even for Christmas and winter. You know, a lot of ladies' items as well, purses and jewelry and things for your pet. I mean, it's all well-rounded. There's guy stuff there as well. You can get a coffee while you're looking at stuff. I mean,
yeah, delicious drinks and treats.
Yes, definitely. So the whole thing in Arnold, the Christmas around town and everything sounds like a great time. And while you're there, definitely stop by Brew Baker. 20% off. That's pretty awesome.
It is. And Brew Baker is always a great spot for your small gathering and a great cup of coffee, a latte, cappuccino, or smoothie. Not to forget their daily baked goods, too.
Yes, they even have hot teas, too. So I know that's not something that people think about all the time, but not everybody likes coffee or,
good
you
point.
know, they have great teas there as well.
And so they'll be open until 7 on Wednesday, December 8th. That'll be Christmas around town in Arnold. But their regular hours are Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5, and also open on Saturday from 9 to 3. That's Brew Baker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold. Thank you, Shannon.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Hey, we did really good. It took us right to the top of the hour.
I know.
So
look at
good
us.
job.
I just looked at the clock. We're
All
doing
right.
good.
Have a good day. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for listening, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll visit with you again tomorrow morning.
.95.3 KBBN.